Hello guys, and welcome back to the kingdom. And I said a little while ago that I should really do something with these cows, and in the last couple of snapshots I have been trying to make a cow farm, and I was complaining to some other people as well about the hitboxes of mini cows were the same as adult cows, so they're really hard to separate, if not impossible. So they've actually changed that in the new snapshot, so we're now in 13W6A. So now the baby cows have a smaller hitbox than the big ones, so it makes farms a lot easier. You can do suffocation traps as well. What I want to do today is at least start on a automated cow killing system. So I'm going to breed the cows, the babies are going to be pushed into an area, a time's going to be set, then it's going to cook them, because I don't want them to drown. I actually want cooked meat, and then it will be saving the leather and the cooked meat. So that's the plan. So first of all, I actually got to get these up on the surface. So I'll be back to you when I've got something set up to do that. Okay, I have something set up now, and I'm going to try and move a cow through a portal, break this portal, and then move them up to a portal up there. Now, this can be a bit risky because my trapdoor here does activate. So I'll grab a couple. I don't want loads of them right now. I can always repopulate them upstairs. So here you come. This is another bug. They were not meant to lose interest on you, but that is not working now. Come on guys, you're meant to be fixed. There you are. Very strange. So here's a tripwire, and I probably don't want them there. There we are, that should be safe now. Come on guys, off we go. Now I only need 2 of them in theory, and I'll watch the lava as well. Now I could have made some sort of lift for them, but it's a bit cumbersome, and moving cows upwards is not a fun thing to do. There is a cow lift that Pricey has made, and it works very well, but I don't really want to set one of them up if I can put them straight through a portal. So here you go, nearly there. So I'm going to take them through here, and because portals are attached to a coordinate on the plane rather than a height, if they come through here, like so, and then I break that, I'll make sure they've gone through first, just go through myself. So they're going to jump around. I might actually get them to go back through by accident. So they're out of the path anyway, so that's good. They can stay there. Now they should be unloaded when I go through, and hopefully I don't wander off and find a lava pool or something. So let's break this, just for now. So now that portal is no longer connected, obviously, and if they came back through now, it would create a new portal. But what I'm doing upstairs now, if I just go up there, I've created another portal which is near enough the same coordinates. It's a little bit less this direction, over here. And if I light this one up now and go back through, and then grab those cows, they should come out here. So that's an easy way of moving the cows upwards without needing to do anything crazy. So, cows, 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 here you come, here you come. Don't fall down there, don't fall down there. Through you come, through you come. Come by, come by. I know you're not a dog, but... Ooh. What's that? They walk through the portals. Is it because I've got half slabs here? Oh, that's weird. Why don't they go through portals when they've got half slabs? Come on. Come on, guys. Yeah, that's it. You can see me. They're still quite buggy there. See if they go through now. Still not. Very strange. Is that a bug? Is it because I've got half slabs on both sides? I don't know. What's with that? Hang on, let me check that and I'll get back to you. And just as I stop recording, one walked through, so I don't know what's with that. But I'll make sure these 2 come through as well, and then I'll get onto building. Now, I want to know with myself what I should make this out of. See, these ones are bugged. If they walk through themselves, then they go through, it would seem. This is very strange, very strange. What's with this? This is weird. I'll get back to you when I've got them through. Okay, so now I've got those cows secured here. I think I'll just breed them here now. I don't really want to bother with the nether portals again, seeing that they're a bit buggy at the moment. But I will just make some babies here, and they can repopulate themselves. Now, this farm, I've done a few designs before in the previous snapshots like I mentioned, and they looked really good and everything else, but with this new mechanic in place, well, a mechanic that should have been a while ago, but it actually works now. We want to make a nice design. I'm not going for gigantic maximum efficiency because I only want leather for some books for trading. That's about it, and having cooked beef is always a nice thing to have just for the sake of it. You can trade some raw beef, but I'm not really that concerned. We can do a mass cow farm for that if you really want to. What I want to do is do some kind of way of, ideally I walk up, I climb up a ladder or something, I breed the cows drop into a hub, then I come off, I maybe hit a timer, or just a button saying that I've finished breeding them. That sets off a timer, counts so long, the cows grow up, and then lets out larvae or something, cooks the cows, kills them, fall through hoppers, and you're done. So that's the plan. So first of all, I set up a sort of a ring, and we got to design it so that we can have water pushing the cows into the middle, while still looking okay and not cumbersome. So I'm going to do some little designs here, and I'll be back with you then. So after some testing creative, this is not my final design. I'm not going to show you that in this bit. I'm going to keep you guessing and see how it progresses as we build it. So I was playing with mechanics and found that you don't actually need water to move these cows like I thought I would need to, because I'll show you. You breed cows like so, cows can see each other, babies are made, babies come down middle automatically. Oh, no need for water. Saves on cumbersome redstone and crazy building basically. So that's definitely how it's going forward to the final design. And I'll have to have a beacon around here somewhere so that I can jump in and out, and if I fall into one of these cow holes I don't get stuck. I don't really want to be hugging a mushroom all the time. Maybe on the occasion, but not now. So yes, that's how I'm going to be doing it. So I'm going to go dig the foundations now in my world, and I'll be back to you. That's better. Now the rain is gone. So I've built in the bottom of what this cow farm is going to be doing. These glass bits here are where the cows are going to stand. So one cow on each block and two on each side, or each one of those four sides. Got a little bit OCD and had to make the dirt and the stone the same level, but we can actually move that in a bit. So these cows are going to be sitting on each of these, like I said, and we need a water system to move all those babies into a central point. And it's a little bit different how you got to do it, because this is a very strange shape for a farm. It's going to look good and it's very practical for the wheat because they're always going to go towards you and go into the water system, but it means you've got to do something a bit different. So what I'm going to do is put in the first layer, and I'm going to make sure I get this right, so I'll be back to you in a second. So here we go. These cows are going to first of all fall down this piece here. We're going to shift them all over in one go, and to do this I'm going to put fence gates here. And the brilliant thing with fence gates are, when they're open, they have no hitbox at all, like so. See, you just interact with them like so, but they stop water, so when I break these, not the best weapon to use anymore, should be a pickaxe, but it's okay. Now they will not be, the water won't go through them. So let's break that now, because you have to place them on a block. Can I get that one? There we are. And that one there. So those cows can now fall down off of all of these ones here and land down there properly without needing to be pushed anywhere else. We'll do that same for these four sides, and then we're going to do something different for the next one. So try and make this nice and symmetrical because I'm feeling a bit OCD today. There you go. And Obviously, it's a 2x2 hole we're going to be going down to in there, but then all the cows are going to be moved into a 1x1 because that's more convenient for cooking and for hoppers. You can use a 4x4, but I'd rather keep them all in one spot, and we'll use pickaxe this time, I think. But there you are, the problem with using pickaxe: you break blocks. So I'm going to finish those bits and I'll be back with you. So now as we've got them down to this, it's a 6x6 area, we've got to get them down to a 2 wide area because it's easier that way. And all we're going to do here is do the same sort of thing up there, but these ones are moved back an extra one. These ones are flat to the sides, so over here they go in one. These water blocks can go into there. You can put them here, but I find that when you're moving animals around and items, it's always best to have the source block behind where the animals or items are going to go, because they can actually get stuck in the first bit of the source block. So when these are going, it's just easier because there isn't a source block in the way and the cows can't get into that, or they could, but the water's going to push them back straight away. And I'm going to stop the water from going down even further. I'm going to use signs this time because there's a flat surface to put them on. Up there I could use signs as well, but it would be very messy, and fence gates just look awesome. So these just go all the way across, just the easiest way of doing it, piling them on top of each other. And I'm doing this all nice and symmetrically, so these side ones that are bigger are on the sides where we've got the front pointing that way. It should look pretty good, and I'll do this the same way as well. And then I can break these ice. I'm definitely not going to be using the pickaxe anymore for the ice because I've got glass everywhere. Here we go. So now they're in a 2 wide, and once you get animals into 2 wide, then things get really easy. Because from 2 wide you can make it into 1 wide fairly simply, and the way I do it, it just comes naturally to me. So these are now, if we get down here, 2 wide. Now I want to move them all into the central area here. So somewhere here there will be a cooking slot, and then this bit here, if you're wondering, is going to be where some hoppers are going to go. Then we have an item elevator moving up to that chest. That's going to be the out chest. So I'm going to go in, breed them, walk away, then they'll get killed after 15 minutes, and the items will pop up into the chest, up on the surface, without meaning to do anything else, and I will install a button to start off the timer, I think. So now they're down here, all I've got to do is move it across to the middle. So I'm going to do the same as I did on the previous layer, I think, and go on for a previous piece of water. So this would be the wall, so we're going to go back 1 from there. Should be the easiest way of doing it. And I'm not got a silk touch on me, so I'm not going to bother about the glass. So I'm going to start with the water there and do that on both sides. So then I'm going to have a 2x2 hole here, and then I'll be back to you then. Awesome. But this is where the symmetry dies, sadly, because I need to move them into a 1 space, and obviously you can't have that symmetrical with an even number. So what I'm going to do is go up here and just show you what I've done. So top layers come down into a 2x2 area here. Now I didn't do straight away to a 2x1 because if cows come across to here, and this is actually a platform here, then if they're here they might jump onto this side and take longer to fall down, and if there's cows coming on both sides they might collide and get stuck in the middle, and I don't really want that, because I want so that when I finish breeding them, by the time I've walked down and pushed a button, then they would all be in the holder, so the timing would be right, and if I need to add anything else on top of that, then it would also work. I was thinking of also adding some sort of sound system to this, so maybe a song or an alarm when the cows are burnt. So if you can suggest any sort of song to do note blocks, I would love to do that. I never actually played with note blocks myself for songs. So what I'm going to do here is just put 2 signs on both bits here. Break this ice, doing the same thing as before, so it's 1 piece back. Oh, not put on there. There you go. So they will fall down here, and they won't go back up because the current's too strong, hopefully. They come down here now, and going to put signs here to stop this water flow. So then they'll be on a 2x1 area when they come down to here, because they'll fall down here and the next ones will fall down here and the other ones will fall straight down here. Now the thing I want to think about is this piece here, because that one's going to get broken there. So now on a 1x1 area, but some cows will fall straight down from there to here, and I don't really want them taking full damage. I also don't want them swimming back up when they're fully grown and get out. So what I'm going to do is put one water block there with a sign, and yeah, we'll do that. So it's going to be the buffer. So if a cow falls all the way from the top, then it will still get its damage reset. And then this is the space for the cooker. So I actually need to move this floor downwards one, so be right back. Now the floor has been moved down, and I've changed the torches for redstone lamps. They look much better now. Not sure about the colour scheme altogether, but for now they look good. And this is going to be the cooker, so I want hoppers coming this way, along where I'm standing on this row. It'll be the sensible thing to do, and then it'll go up with the droppers. But I want a timing circuit, so this will go off after the 20 minutes. I think I said 15 before, I'm sure it's 20. And this has to be activated from somewhere. Now I could have it from the side, but it might interact with the hoppers. I could have it from the back, so I think I'll do it this way. I'm going to do a double pulsar. So that's going to be on 1 pulse, this is going to be on 3, on ticks. So that'll go, and then 2 ticks later it'll be retracted again. And all I'm going to do is like this. Get a piston. Hopefully that doesn't interact with what I'm doing now. If I move that lever one over, it should be fine, I would hope. So I need to get out of here now. And a piston's got to go down, which is going to go, saying that I can do this. I want a 1 tick pulse going into the system. So if I just do, we'd go for slabs again. So 1 tick is going to go in, and the timing circuit's going to be behind here somewhere. Oh, nice bit of cobble there. To be made yet, the timer. And all we're going to have, just to show you to begin with, is a button, I think. Now we can actually craft them quite easily. So if I deposit a lava bucket inside here, and seal this off with some glass, we can check that this works. Could bring a cow down now, but I kind of need them to be safe. So hoppers are underneath where those half slabs are, and we can just see from here. Oh, can we see that? There you are. It just blinked out the lava, and that's enough to set the cows on fire so that when the fire finishes they will die. So you get cooked meat, and that's the whole point of this. This is why we're not doing a drowning trap. Didn't really like the drowning traps very much. I just want to have cooked meat. So that's a nice way of doing it, and we're going to set up the timer still. I don't know if we'll get time to do that today. But now we're going to go to hoppers. So I'm going to put the hoppers in the bottom, and hollow out a little bit area here to do the lift, and then I'll be back with you. Okay, so the aim is to move all the items up here, which should be nice and convenient to grab whenever I want. So down here, I've cleared out a little area. Looks quite nice, and I'm making lots of space because this wiring may change when the full 1.5 is out, which should be a couple of days actually, so we'll see by then and see if they change the comparator again. But for the moment this will work, and this is a design that I put the video out for last week or so, and this is basically what I had the week before that, as in this bit here, plus a resetter. So I've put a stack of some things in there. You'll keep going like so, the items will go in, and they come out here. So it works very well, and I'm probably going to grab those items now because I don't want to be waiting here for that long. Yep. Some in one of these somewhere. Okay, they just restacked themselves. So I'm going to put them on each side, so I'll just walk through one with you. Got to be careful of these hoppers, but they shouldn't really interfere at all, and if they do, they wouldn't interfere for long enough to hold anything up. So we're going to go to a full block, I hope they keep the one block powering with comparative things in the thing, because when there's an object in there, like so, it will light up. As long as that stays in and gives out a one space energy signal. So let's remove that there and show you like so. So at the moment it does that, and it gives out a one space of signal. The next block has nothing on it at all. So to transfer to anything, it has to go directly to a repeater or a block to then be powered, and then from there it has to go to a repeater anyway. So if we just put that on there, and we'll just mirror this all the way up. So we're going to go onto this side, I think. Are we going to go on here? Oh, we'll put on the other side. Doesn't make much difference. Oh, now there's items in it. So we're just going to go to this side and go back around and on here. And if I can get a repeater out, there we go. Put it down. See, that's activated there. What happens there, if I do that, one will go through. And the whole point of this reset line is to then rejig this here to then send another one through. So we're just going to put this one across to a block. We don't need the bottom bit there. And then the redstone comes across. So yeah, it keeps flickering until they're all through. So I'm going to do that all the way up to the top, and then I'll see you back here. Okay, so the lift is done, and the only difference is the very top one is the opposite way round, because the water stream is just there, and you can't have another block going into it. So that's done now, and it should work. So if we just test that, we should be able to throw some items in actually. They should work. They should go down through the different ones, and through the hoppers. So we should see some coming up here in a minute. Ooh, I can hear them going. And there you are. And it go in stages, because when they flicker, the very bottom one will actually lock the hopper. So it's only coming through in bursts of 4, which could be useful. But I wouldn't expect a huge amount of items to come through at once anyway, because of the cows. I'm thinking something like 8 fully grown cows will come out every time. So you're only expecting maybe 30 items maximum anyway. So what I've got to do now is get cows into these spaces and make it safe for me to walk around. And I also got to look at installing a beacon for that jump boost, so that I can get in and out of the cow slots. So I'm going to set up these top layer, and I'll be back with you then. Okay, and here we go. The top is finished, apart from the cows going in. And there seems to be a couple of glitches with the cows still, like we saw earlier. But when the babies grow to full cows, and they're on a half slab or in a block like that, they suffocate themselves. So this has been really hard to breed this many cows, and I've only been able to put 2 in here, because I want the rest to breed. So it's going to be proof of concept here, and I've put a beacon over here which spans all of this, and it's on jump 2. So you can jump nice and high now and damage yourself with 4. And the torches can go actually. Do not need any torches here. The glass is unspawnable, and then these are half slabs, and the glass in the middle to see the cows when they come through. So let's test it with these ones before we go today. And if I can make you love up, you're glitching through a block. Come back, there you are. And hopefully you see a cow come down. There you go. Isn't he cute? Works beautifully. So there you are. Next time we're going to look at doing the timer, I think, and getting all the cows in here. And then we have a lovely nice way of getting leather, which is an awkward thing to get otherwise. I have got the cows over there, but it's such an effort to go over there and kill cows when you can just breed these and walk away. So, thank you very much for joining me, guys. If you have enjoyed, a thumbs up is always very appreciated. Different style of video today, but hope you enjoy it, and do give me feedback. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, guys, and I'll see you next time.